The town of Idhna is one of the most polluted places in the occupied West Bank. Truckloads of electronic waste make their way here every day. The vast majority coming from Israel or the surrounding illegal Jewish settlements. Computers, fridges, air conditioners, filters for gas masks, TVs, and many more discarded goods litter the multiple workshops in and around the town.
It's a dangerous job. For example, there are gases in the air conditioners. If you don't let them out, it could explode in your face. One must be very careful.
Each item is taken apart. Every single component has a different use and price. Take a computer, for example.
The hard disk case goes into a pile. Then we separate the CPU from the motherboard. It's more expensive. We also look for cables and send them to the grinder to separate aluminum from copper. We do this to all the items we receive.
The parts then are sold back to Israel, but it's valuable materials such as copper wires that are the most profitable. A good chunk of this waste gets burnt illegally because it's simply cheaper and easier to extract copper this way. It usually happens on the hills surrounding the town, but this is agricultural land, and look at what's left behind: ashes and metal scraps. The burning happens usually at night. The minerals are extracted. The charcoal remains left to smolder for hours. Misbah Abu Zalata is furious. With each fire, more of his crops are destroyed.
It's like a cancer. No one can walk here anymore. We are suffocating. Even the sheep can't be here. They are not breeding anymore. Look at my olive trees. Isn't that a shame?
Looking around, most of his olive trees have been poisoned by the toxic fumes. Scientists say this unregulated transfer of electronic waste is having a long-term impact on the people of Idhna and its landscape. Recent tests on soil samples have revealed some astonishing results.
We were shocked by the high levels of heavy metals like cadmium and lead. They already exist in nature, usually around 1 milligram per kilo of soil. But we found tens of thousands of milligrams per kilo of soil in the samples. That's very high levels. It destroys the soil and aquifers. It affects human life.
Ash is of greater concern, releasing particles of heavy metals that don't decompose and make their way to the food chain. Idhna was once a town that thrived on agriculture, known for its olives and almonds. Now its fields are home to carcasses of TVs, computers and fridges. Hoda, Abdel, Hamid, Al Jazeera, Idhna in the occupied West Bank.